All right, so I'm going to talk to you just a second about what we're going to do, and then we're going to get in and do it. This is going to be a long core set today. I think it's going to take us about 20 minutes. So that's going to be a long time to work core. We're going to do the same thing that you're doing in your conditioning this week. We're going to do 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 20 seconds, 3 separate exercises back to back. We're going to go for 3 minutes, and then we're going to probably take a 20-second rest before the next set. So you can just follow along. I'm going to do the whole thing with you. And then later on today, I'll post it on Instagram. I'll post it on the YouTube channel. So you can go back and do it later on this week as you need to. Just looking at who's here. Hi, Megan. Oh, gosh. I won't say I miss you guys, even though I'm thinking it. All right, so we're going to start 20 seconds. I've got the timer. I'm going to do it with you. You don't need anything but a mat or some space. So we're going to start by coming down on our backs. And we're just going to put our feet up in the air. And all we're going to do this first round is alternate toe touch. So bring your fingers to your temples, and we're going to alternate reaching for one or the other foot. So all I want you to do is keep your legs up in the air, reach for your opposite foot. Think about lifting your shoulder off the ground. So you're kind of turning, getting a little rotation in the upper body, just keeping the legs up, reaching for that opposite foot. Second set here, we're going to do a full sit up. So all the way down, all the way up. We're going 20 seconds each round. This is our second round. Just a sit up. All right, next we have a hollow hold. So we're going to bring ribs and hips together. Your arms can be up or overhead. Your knees can be above your hips, or your legs can be a little bit lower. But keep your belly button pulled in. Keep your ribs pressing down. Keep your low back close to the floor. Hold, hold, hold. Don't hold your breath. Okay, we're going back to the top. So alternate reaching for your toes. This is our second set. We're going to do 3 sets total. So each little set will take about 3 minutes. Alternate reaching for your toes. Still keeping your low back on the ground. All right, go back to that full sit up. So you're going to come all the way up, all the way down. Keep going. All right, and then back to your hollow hold. So set yourself up here. Zip your ribs and your hips together. Curl your shoulders off the floor. Arms can reach straight up or overhead. Legs can go out a little bit. Keep the belly pulling down. Low back close to the floor. Chin tucking just a bit. We're heading into our third set, final set. Ready? Reach for opposite toes. All right, I don't know about you, but my abdominals are waking up. Getting a little burning feeling. All right, full sit-ups. So all the way up, all the way down. Try to come all the way up to seated. Working to keep your heels on the ground. Using the abdominals to pull you up. All right, last set for hollow hold. Set it up. Pull the ribs and the hips closer together. Squeeze the belly in and down. Arms can be up or out. Legs can be up or out. Wherever you can hold, keeping the belly button pulled in, ribs pressing down. Just hold, hold, hold. All right, take a quick rest. We're going to take a 20-second rest before the next round. Next time, we're going to start in a plank position. So you've got about 10 seconds. Continue to get your rest if you need to. We're going to set up in a plank position. We're going to tap the knees. So when you come up to plank, on your feet, on your hands, reach opposite hand to knee and just tap. So the wider you take your feet, the easier it's going to be to maintain that plank when you lift up one foot, one hand. So if you need to, take your feet out wider, and that might help you. Or you can do this from a knee, right? Use your levels there. Then we're going to go to a low plank, hover slide. So we're going to slide the body forward, and pull the body back. So you're just sliding the chest over the hands and then pulling back, maintaining that long body line. So ankles to shoulders, everything in one strong line. And then the last one here is just a Superman. So lift your feet, lift your hands. You can look down or look forward. Squeeze into the glutes, make your legs really long and straight. You've got about 5 seconds here. Stay lifted, hands and feet off the floor. And then we're going right back up to those knee taps. So come back up to your plank. Go back to your knee taps. Five seconds. Drop to your elbows. Hover slides. So lean forward, come onto the big toes. Press back to the balls of the feet. Keep your legs really long and straight. Keep your abdominals tight. Tailbone reaching toward the heels. Ribs pulling in toward the belly. Hover slides. All right, drop down for your Superman. Lift up. Feet and hands off the floor. Legs and arms are long and straight. Squeeze into the glutes. Lift from the back. 5 more seconds. All right, third set here. Go back to your plank knee taps. Come on up. Tap the knees. Keep squeezing the belly. Don't lose those strong abdominals. 5 seconds. All right, drop to your elbows. Hover slides. Lean forward, lean back. Legs are strong. Press into your elbows to stay lifted off the floor. 8 seconds. Just sliding the body. Good long body line. All right, here's your Superman. Last round here. Arms up, legs up. Everything really strong on the back of the body. 10 seconds to hold. 5 seconds to hold. All right, we got a 20-second rest. Good job on that second round. If you want to sit back in child's pose, take a little break for that back. And then we're going to flip over. You've got about 10 seconds to get here. We're coming back on the back. We're going to get a bicycle crunch. Bring your fingers to your temples. Opposite knee to elbow. Back is down. Switch. Keeping your abdominals tight and strong. And remember, you guys, we're not just turning the elbows. So make sure you're not just doing this, right? We're moving through the chest. So you should be turning side to side with the whole upper body. All right, streamline flutter kicks. So shoulders high, ribs down, no space under the low back. The higher the legs are, the easier it's going to be to keep the low back down. So take your legs higher if you need to. Doesn't matter if the legs are low. We want the abdominals strong. All right, then the last one, high V to low V. Woo. High V to low V. So it's like a big boat to a little canoe. Boat to canoe. Woo. All right, we're going back to bicycle. Come back on your back, opposite knee to elbow, turning through your chest. Keep your shoulders lifted. Keep your low back down. Keep your ribs down. Check on those abdominals, still strong and tight. Turn your chest, not just your shoulders. Streamline flutters. Pull those ribs in. Press your low back down. Lift your shoulders up. Do your best here. All right, come back up to that V sit. So if you don't want to go high V to low V, you can just stay in your V sit. If you're coming with me, we're going to go down and then come up. Make sure when you come down, your low back goes to the floor. Abs stay strong. Do as many as you can in that 20 seconds. All right, last set, back to bicycles. Third and final round. So this is our third set of the exercises as well. I know if you're like me, your abdominals are feeling this. Turn the chest, keep moving. Streamline flutters, shoulders up, ribs down, low back down. Legs can be low or high. Keep breathing. All right, high V to low V. Last set here. Fight for these reps. Almost done. All right, come on up. Just want you to scoop your arms underneath your legs, release your low back here, curling over your legs. You're doing a great job. We're heading into our fourth set. We're halfway there. We're going to start this set with a side plank. So coming onto one elbow, you can keep that bottom knee down if you need to, or you can step up on 2 feet, stack your shoulders, stack your hips, and then lift your hips up toward the ceiling. Keep your abdominals strong, reaching that top hand above your shoulders. Pike your hips up, stay lifted. All right, low plank, alternating arm reach. So low plank is on your elbows. We're just going to alternate, reaching one arm and then the other. And remember again, the wider you take your feet, the easier it's going to be to hold your plank when you lift one arm or one leg. Zip the belly in, other side, side plank. Come straight to it. Lift your hips up. Option to put that bottom knee down if you need to. Whatever helps you stack your shoulders, stack your hips. If that bottom knee is down and you're in good position and you're feeling that work in your obliques, that's all you need. Don't worry about being on your feet. Other side, starting over, side plank. Hips up, abs in, make sure you're breathing. Strong legs here. All right, go back to that low hover. Arm reach when you're ready. Just reaching forward, trying to keep the hips stable, abs strong and tight. Think about squeezing the abdominals in. All right, side plank, other side. We're finishing our second set, guys. One more round on this. Hips up here. If you're on 2 feet, make your legs really strong. Press into that bottom elbow. You got it. All right, other side. Starting with side plank, final round. Hop on up there. Push the hips up. Keep the abs strong. Hold, hold, hold. Don't hold your breath though. All right, last set for low plank arm reach. So press into your elbows, reaching opposite arms. Try to keep your hips low. It's tempting to lift the hips up because it makes it easier. But we don't want it to be easier. We want it to be hard. Side plank, last round. Lift those hips, push into that bottom elbow. Like you're pushing the floor away from your body, because you are. Hold, hold, hips up. All right, we have 2 more sets after this. We're doing great. All right, come on down. Get your rest. We're going to start back on our back. We're going to do a reverse curl. So I like to take my hands overhead for this. Shoulders down, head down. I just like the hands overhead. We're going to work on lifting the hips off the floor to start, curling from the hips up. So it's a reverse curl, and then you're going to extend your legs. So it's a lift and then an extension. Now I like to have my arms overhead because it helps me anchor my upper body. Notice when you extend your legs, you don't want to pop your back. So keep your back low, close to the ground, ribs pulling down. All right, sprinter sit-ups. Start flat, sprinter sit-ups. knee to chest. Remember, your option here is a crunch. So if you need a crunch, take a crunch. If you can sit all the way up, then do. All right, hollow rock. Find that hollow hold, and we're gonna rock. So make sure as you're rocking, you're keeping your ribs and your hips close together. It can be a little rock or a big rock, as long as you're maintaining that crunch. All right, going back to anchored reverse, reverse curls. Hips up, legs out. So little lift in the tailbone when you get that reverse curl. So try to get your hips just a little bit off the ground if you can. And if you can't, then just at least curl in. Sprinter sit-ups, start flat. Almost there. All right, hollow rock. So get that hollow hold and then just get your rock. And remember, your option here could be just holding. So if you want to just do a hollow hold, feel free to go back to that option. All right, last round, you guys. Anchored reverse, lift, extend, lift, extend. So this is our 5th round. We've got 1 more round after this, 3 more exercises, and then we'll get a quick stretch. All right, go back to your sprinter sit-ups. And then go back to your hollow hold or your hollow rock. So if you're gonna hold, zip the ribs and hips, extend the arms, maybe extend the leg, and then if you want the rocking, just take a little movement, but without losing that hold. Whew. All right, pull your knees in, get your rest there. Good job on that one, that was hard. Last round, you guys, we're gonna come back up to plank. We're going to go back to an elbow plank. So on your elbows, we're just going to hold a single leg low plank. So pick a leg. I'm going to pick the right. Lift the right leg up and just hold in your single leg low plank. So pressing into the elbows, keeping that extended leg lifted. Hips are level. Abs are pulling in strong. You're down to about 5 minutes here. And then walk up to a high plank, and we're just going to get crunches here. So pulling the knee into the chest. It's like a slow mountain climber. What I want you to think about is, as you pull the knee in, can you also pull the belly in? So every time the knee comes in, squeeze the belly in, getting that work in the abdominals. Low plank, single leg, other leg. So hips are level. Try not to let one hip ride up higher than the other. Press into the elbows. 5 seconds here. We're going back to the top, so it's just that other leg. So hold that other leg up. Keep the hips level. Breathe into it. Press into the elbows. Stay, stay, stay. 8 seconds here. Strong in that leg that's on the ground. Strong in your core. Walk your way back up to high plank, and we'll get those crunches. So knees to chest, keeping the abdominals strong, especially as the knee comes in. 5 seconds. All right, go back to your low plank, other leg, single leg. This is the last round of the 2nd set. We've got 1 more round to go. Strong abdominals, press into the elbows. And that's that side, so just switch sides. Picking up the other leg, Press into the arms, squeeze into the core. Hold here for about 10 more seconds. 5 seconds, hold on. High plank, last set of high plank crunches, knees to chest. 10 seconds here, keep working. 3. All right, last round, low plank, second leg, lift up and hold. Try to keep the hips low, belly strong. We're in our last 10 seconds of work. 3. Whew. Knees down. Whoa, take the knees wide. Sit back in child's pose. Let's just rest the low back here. Fold your arms under your head. Let your head rest. Let your shoulders rest. Take a couple of breaths. Really good job, you guys. That's a long set. So from here, let's just move forward on the belly. Come up on the elbows. And stretch the abdominals by pulling the chest forward, drawing the shoulders back. Look forward. Take a breath or two. Turn off my timer. All right. So I want to remind you guys today that Tuesdays, Thursdays, Saturdays, you're going to do your core, you're going to do your conditioning, you're going to do your yoga. There's lots of yoga. There's several yoga videos on our YouTube channel if you need to go back and find one. There's also other good core sets. So if you want to repeat this one later in the week, that's great. Or pick one that we've already done. Thanks for being here today. Have a good Tuesday.